She was hanging in a pawn shop in Memphis, Tennessee. She was young and high-strung. Her name was Rosalie. When I was 16 years old, I met a guy named Dave Dotson. He's a DJ in Oklahoma City. And he told me about a band I needed to hear called The Great Divide. So I went to Stillwater, saw this band, loved the band, went to a pool party, and that pool party led to one of the coolest weeks that I've ever known. I learned what I was put here to do, and it was to be a part of the music of Oklahoma. And I met a lot of people that week: Steve Littleton, Mike McClure, Tom Skinner, Bob Childers, Randy Crouch, Jimmy LaFave, the Red Dirt Rangers. And for years I talked about paying tribute to these Oklahoma artists, and I got away from it for a while. And the idea of putting out the Oklahoma tribute record got pushed further and further behind, and eventually I kind of forgot about it, and I felt terrible about that. But I'm not here for an apology. I'm here to talk about this is Indian land. It finally happened, and it couldn't have been done any better than what it's done now. And I will be cocky saying that because, as a wise man once said, Donald Duck Dunn, we've got a band powerful enough to turn goat piss into gasoline. Well, I'm going on back to Tulsa just one more time. Well, I'm going on back to Tulsa just one more time. I'm going on back to Tulsa just one more time. And I got home sweet Oklahoma on my mind. Yeah. Being called the Departed, it's not like we're outcast from what we did before. It's just that we just walked away from what we did for good reasons, and we can't sit still, and we got to play some more. And there's a fitting name, you know. We're at where we need to be now.
Practicing these tunes and then going into the studio and recording them has just been absolutely a revival. It's relit the passion for playing music for me personally.
I'm glad that everybody that's in this band is in it, you know, because if one piece was different, I don't think it would be the same band.
Once everybody came collectively together, it was just something so true and real, we couldn't deny it, and we knew that this was the right thing to do.
You know, as far as a grounding and a foundation for a band, I don't think we could have worked on getting tighter, because, I mean, it was instant, almost just like add water, you know, just add songs is all it really took.
I paid a real high price of my wandering eyes. Here's a priceless piece of advice before your well goes dry. Water your own yard. Water your own yard. When the other man's grass looks greener, water your own yard.
Well, I think it's important if you have two guitar players that they be different and complementary at the same time. And luckily, we have that without having to try too hard. Like, my tone and style and phrasing is very different than his, and they don't step on each other. They complement each other, and I really just think that's just a stroke of good luck, you know? It's nice to be able to hear other people's ideas. You know, if you just listen to your own ideas, after a while, you get pretty bored with yourself, and this is not boring.
That's another thing we want people to know about this new band, you know, is you're gonna hear, you got 3 singers, badass piano player, you got a badass drummer, and you're gonna have twin guitars because it's destined. Once again, I'm staring down the sun.